Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. It's Friday. So time to make Jack's meals for the weekend. Now I'm only going to make two because the third one is going to be actually the same thing that I'm making for me and Tom for dinner. So I'm doing something a little different because everybody's been saying, you know, those are such big portions, and they are. And like we were gone for the weekend, and when I came back, he had one bowl of soup left. So, I'm trying to encourage him to cook at home too. So, I'm going to make smaller portions today for his dinners. And then I did buy him some Lunchables that they can have for lunch. And if they need something more than that, they're going to have to make it. So, our goal is to kind of clean out the freezer, and he's got tons of canned goods that he's gotten from the food bank. So we're trying to get some of those used up as well. So this is what I'm doing this weekend. All right. So he gets tons and tons of this beef stew. So I'm going to use, for the two meals, I'm going to use 4 cans of the beef stew. Now if I have too much, we'll make a third one, and then he can just bring me a glass pan over for tonight. This beef stew is actually really good. But we're going to get that used up. Yeah, we'll probably have to make a third one. That's okay. And then I'm going to actually use 2 cans of mixed vegetables with that. He gets that from the food bank as well. And we're going to mix all that together. That way, not only does it stretch out a little bit, but it gets them a little bit more veggies. That's something him and Missy don't do a lot of. So, all right. So the first one, these are both going to be really easy, and these are going to be very quick videos, which sucks on my part, but that's okay. So we're going to put this beef stew inside the pan here. This is going to be really good. And the one I'm making tonight's going to be really good too. But tonight's video, I'm going to actually put in a dessert. So the video will be a little bit longer, but it'll have a dessert with it too. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and hopefully it doesn't scare me. Oh, it was the first one that hasn't scared me. Oops. Wait, it did. Alright, so now I'm just going to take and put biscuits on top of that. Because we're trying to use up the stuff that, you know, we buy that we haven't used and whatever, so let's put one right there. One right here. Let's see if we can chop one of these in half here. Hold on a second. I don't have a knife right there, but I do have this. Let's get that taken apart. And this way the whole thing will be covered with biscuits as well. Then I'm going to tear that apart. Put these and fill them in. So that way we got used up the biscuits that we had left. Because you know how it is, you order something and then you don't use it. Then it sits in your refrigerator and then it ends up going bad. And you don't want that to happen. So this is his first one. Isn't that pretty? I think it'll be nice. Excuse me. Alright, so the next one we're going to do, I'm going to put egg noodles in the bottom. Might have to make that into 2 maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have to make 2 out of that one. Just a minute, guys. That's going to be too much in one pan. These 8x8 pans, for some reason, they're not very deep. I just got these ones at Walmart, and they're not very deep at all. So let's try putting about half of those noodles in there. And a little bit more. There. So now I guess it'll get a bigger serving than we thought to originally. And that's okay. That's okay. Alright, now we're going to even that out. And we're just going to put that beef stew on top of it. So the reason I thought this meal would be so good today is because, you know, this way it shows us some ways that we can use up things, because this is the same stew that you get at the dollar store for $1.25 a can. So you can literally make, if you wanted to do a 9x13 pan, you could literally make, you know, a 9x13 with, you know, so it'd be, if you use a mixed vegetable, that's another 50 cents. So $2.50, $3, maybe $4, and it'd feed a whole family. So that's kind of what I want to do with some of his meals too, is to make them so that they're kid friendly, but they're also budget friendly. And we can use up some of his stuff that he has in his pantry from the food bank, because, you know, it's nice that he gets all that food, but he should start using some of it up too. And we do all the time. I'm not saying that we don't, but I think that it's a valuable lesson for all of us to be able to use that stuff up and to see how to make, you know, inexpensive meals for all of us, because food's not getting any cheaper. If anything, food's getting a lot more expensive. So I'm going to call Jack over and I'll bring you right back. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
So let me bring you down here so you can see them. Those look yummy. All right. So this one, Jack, it's quite heavy. I'm going to put the lid on it. This one you're going to bake until the biscuits get completely done. Then it'll be ready to go. So you want to make sure the biscuits are done. And do you know how to check the biscuits when they're on top of something like that?
If they're soft?
Yeah, if they're really too soft, then they're not done. You want them a little bit browned and they'll be okay. So this one will be for a dinner probably. And that one you just cook until it's, you know, hot. Missy will like that because it's got noodles in it. So I used up 4 cans of your beef stew, and I used up 2 cans of your mixed vegetables, so they've got veggies in them too.
Okay.
A little bit more than usual. And then we'll do that tonight too. And then this one maybe you can warm up for lunch and use the Lunchables for the rest of the weekend or something. So what do you think?
Everything looks good.
So we're encouraging you to try to cook, aren't we, Jack? I got it up on you, so are you going to start to cook some things at home a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Because Jack comes over here, but you just follow the... Just whatever I tell you to put in there, you're not learning a lot, are you? So we're going to let him do some things on his own here for the, at least for lunches and stuff. So, what do you think about that stuff? You think Missy will like it?
Oh, yeah.
So, I put on my, and this is something Jack doesn't even know yet. I put on my community page what you guys would think about having a chili week. So, what we would do is make, but this is going to be after the other weeks that we already have planned. We'll make up a great big batch of chili. And then we're going to make stuff with that chili. And it'll be a week long. I already have 4 things picked out. And if we have enough chili, maybe I'll do a second batch and we'll do stuff for you for the weekend for chili. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Jack could live on chili, couldn't you?
Yeah.
He has tons and tons of cans of chili. So that week, what we'd do is we'd make up our own batch to make through the whole week. And then after that, for the weekend stuff, then we'd use some of his canned chili because you got lots of canned goods to get rid of, huh?
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like that idea. But with it getting closer to fall, I think that chili is just like, that's like heaven, you know? And my homemade chili is good, isn't it, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
I could be just like pour a bunch of my quart jars in there, but I won't do that. We'll actually make the chili. So there's Jack's stuff for the weekend, and his meal for tonight I will cook when I cook for me and Tom tonight. So have a good one, Jack. So you guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing, and
Bye.
see you guys later.